Hey everybody, I'm Amy from BodyFit by Amy, and this is your no repeat body weight burn workout. This workout is exactly like it sounds. It is all body weight, so no equipment required, and we are going to get strength and cardio all in a no repeat format. Of course, I'm going to give you lots of different options to work to your level, and I have a special guest joining to help me today. Are you ready? Let's do it. So go ahead and just start marching. We're actually gonna have our first circuit be these 30-second intervals that we're gonna do throughout the workout. We're gonna make our first one our warm-up. So go ahead and start marching just to get the blood flowing, roll those shoulders, and then we're gonna start in just about 10 seconds with 30-second intervals of our warm-up. Of course, if you need more of a warm-up, get it on your own. Reminder to be where you are today. All right, so we're gonna march and step back with our arm roll. So first 30 seconds, rotate back, opening up the hips right through here. And then if you can, reverse your direction. So bring everything forward, right? So you gotta step back and forward. Don't think too hard on it. The goal is just movement, opening up the hips, getting everything going. And then let's take it to our little tap out for 30 seconds. So reach across. So you can make this small, just rotating through your upper, or you can actually tap out. You can add a little more movement to it. If you want, take it over your head. That's not easy for me, but to get a little more of that stretch. And for these last 10, if you want to take it below. Next 30, we're going into our world's greatest stretch. So you're gonna step back. If you can, drop your hand down, reach your hand up, and then step back up out of it. So we're coming up out of it. First 30 seconds, we're here. Step back, hand down, reach. I'm gonna show you the option if you don't wanna go all the way down. Kurt's gonna keep going down. Step back, little reach. Our second 30 seconds, we're gonna step back into the plank to switch this. So starting now, take it back, and then instead of coming up, both hands on the ground, step back into your plank. Switch your legs, reach it up. If that is not right for you, you just keep doing whoop, what I was doing before. And reach, yep. Keep it going, you can be up top too. Reach. Yep, there we go. 10 seconds. 3, 2, back up onto your feet, hands behind your head. We're gonna do one squat and then one hinge. So remember, making them different. Squat is you're sitting low to the ground. Hinge, drive those hips to the back, flat back. Keeping it going. Almost done with our warm-up round. Our warm-up round is going a little quicker because we're just doing things back to back. In our upper, lower, and core rounds coming up, you'll get a little bit more of a breather. All right, last warm up, just take those knees across, right through here. So just getting that rotation through your torso, bringing the knees up. And then we're gonna jump in, we're gonna start with upper body. So this is where Kurt really gets to shine. Now that our heart rate is up. So everything is 3 rounds. So we've done workouts like this, 3 rounds of 30 seconds back to back to back. You can always stay with the first round. 3, 2, 1. Catch your breath, water if you need it. I'm gonna show you your very first round. So 3 rounds of 30. We're gonna start with a pull down pulse. So imagine you've got weights. You're gonna bring those elbows in, really squeezing down. Then we're gonna take it to a pull down, kick back. So it's gonna feel simple. And then our last 30 is our kickback pulse. So really nice and tight, squeezing. You can even add a little lift. All right, so looks easy, but you're gonna feel it, especially after a minute and a half. Here we go, pull down pulse. Now, if you really wanna get more movement, you can take it down into a plie, but you don't have to. This is your upper body round. I just like to give people options. But just really think about squeezing those shoulder blades in and pulling those elbows in. Most of us are super tight in our chest. Everything we do here, so we need that chest opener and to work that scapula, those lats, that back. So you can come up out of it, pull down, push back, kick back. So I want you to hinge a little bit on this one. Take it out, pull, push back, in and up. If you want to add a little movement, tap that foot back and reach. Here, push. Yep, you don't have to do the legs. Again, this is our chest opener, kind of a little extension of our warm up too, but working the back. All right, here it is, team, last 30. Just pulse in those tries. I like to do a little fist. You want to tap it back, you can. Breathe, up to you. Last round through here, and then we're taking it to the mat. All right, the goal is to get the burn, but we're gonna get some more of those bigger compound movements coming up. So last 10 seconds, just lift straight up to the ceiling. Squeeze in your back, squeeze in your tries for 3, 2, 1, relax. Did you feel it?
No.
Good.
Still feel it.
All right, so your next round, Kurt's gonna show you your first 30 seconds. You breathe, is you're gonna do an inchworm walkout. So just walking it out, walking it back. You can add a push-up to that, but you don't have to. Then our second round of 30 seconds, you're gonna do a push-up to a swim. So push it up, take it down, swimming for 2, no hands stay out in front, and then all the way up. Our last round is just swimming. So starting with the inchworm, go ahead and bring it up. We got 30 seconds, I'll give you a modification. Here we go. So Kurt's there, if that is not right for you, you can, of course, just do a little hinge. You can walk out to your knees and walk it back, or you can just stay down and do a little bird dog, but it is up to you. We're gonna get to that push-up in just a second, so working, again, bigger compound movements in that push-up. We got 5 seconds. And go ahead and stay down there. Your next 30 is your push-up, and then arms and legs out. Swimming is opposite arm, opposite leg, 2 times each. Bring them back in, push it up. You don't have to go this fast. You can really take your time, especially as you bring your elbows in. I want you to think about using your core to lift. Many of us, especially our men, have that natural upper body strength to just push up with their arms, but for us and for everybody, I want you to use your core. Last time with your push-up. All right, now just take it to swimming. So this is a classic little Pilates moves. You can keep it just this small, or you can lift both legs, both arms off the ground. Can you do that? And then now go opposite arm, opposite leg. Right? Now we get a little tighter, right? This is more of a mobility move as well as tightening all down through our back, through our lats. So a lot of upper body push in this round. We're gonna do it again. Relax, bring it up. So you can get a little child's pose, stretch. And now we're going into a tricep dip. So I want you to watch me here. So you're sitting here. We're actually not gonna do that reverse bridge, that mobility move. You can do it if you want to, but the idea is that fingertips pointed forward, elbows pointed back, and I want you just to use your upper body to lift, not using your legs, not using your core. So fingertips pointed in, elbows pointed to the back, core engaged, here we go. So down and up. If you're really feeling fancy, drop those elbows down to the ground, push all the way up. It's hard to do, right? That again is more of a mobility thing. So here, and push. Again, focusing on using your triceps, not using your core. Good. We're gonna add a little core to that. So watch me, you're going halfway back, press it up, bring those hands in, V-sit, in and out. Halfway back, press it up, V-sit, in and out. And then bring your hands in, out, and in, right? And then back to here. So I know those hip flexors are really feeling it, so whatever you need to do to stretch, woo, and bring it in, yes. And if you are someone who can't do that core, you can take those hands overhead and just do this little pulse from here. Triceps in, just like that. All right, now stretch for just a second. Last 30. Let's just get a little pulse with those tries. So you're here, small little pulse. Barely moving, elbow flexion. If your wrists are just done, you can do a little pulse in the V-sit. That's what I'm gonna do. So you have the option, either or, tricep pulse or V-sit pulse. But let's finish it out. You got 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good news, upper body is over. Grab a sip of water. Woo. We are going to lower body. This is gonna be a fun round. Again, this one does progress a little more intuitively. So we will start with a move, that's your base level move. You can always start with that. Let me show you first. You're gonna do a squat. Regular squat is your first 30. Then we're going squat to kneel. If you don't wanna kneel, you have the option of a lunge. So we'll do all on one side, squat, step back to a kneeling position, push up on that leg. And then you would stay on the same side. If going all the way down is not good for you or your knees, you just take it squat to lunge or squat to tap back. Are we ready? Squat, squat to kneel right, squat to kneel left. Let's get it done in 3, 2, 1. Just your squat, down and up. I really want you to take your time. Really focus on getting low. Can you get lower than your knees? Yes. Drive up, connect with that core and pelvic floor. This is core month. So our goal is to get that core working the entire time, as it should be in all exercise. Every exercise is a core exercise. All right, are we ready? Squat to kneel. So squat, take that left foot back to kneel, drive up through the right. Squat, actually get all the way down there. You're lunging. Can you drop it all the way down? There you go. I know, but actually transfer the weight. So I actually want you to come down. Yes, feel the difference? You are getting all the way down, but I want it to feel not like a lunge, but actually where you're kneeling down. Usually we do this move from the floor, so we feel it even differently. Switch your legs, here we go. Squat and either lunge or kneel. Squat, transfer the weight, feel it. Feel the difference in your hamstrings and glutes. Ah, burn. Take it down and up. Get low. Whew. I mean, it's just my upper body, but feeling that lower. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Shake it out. Oh, burn. Are yours burning or is that just mine? Burn. I did do a workout before this. All right, now we're gonna take it to a lunge and a hinge. So your hinge is just like our warm up. You're gonna hinge it forward, then alternate your lunge, right and then left. So hinge, and then we're gonna take it, watch me, lunge and hinge all in one side. If you wanna keep it the regular way, back to basics, take it there. Let's start with that. Here we go. So hinge, one side lunge. Our bodies are like, we just did that lunge. That was a kneel. Hinge, come all the way up, and then lunge. So really think about straight up and down. That hinge, nice flat back. Zip up the core, then lunge it back. You can do a tap back too. We're gonna alternate. We're gonna stay on one side. So put one foot forward. Here we go, hands behind. So one lunge, and then hinge. It's tricky, right? To keep those elbows open. Still getting low. And here, yes. Here, burn. In that front leg. So I really want you to work on getting the chest to that front leg, but getting low. Get ready. Switch your sides. Here we go. Lunge and hinge right here. If that's too much balance, of course, you can be here too. We do this one a lot, right? Here to here, but we get that good mobility. Chest opener right through here. Get low. Burn. 5, 4, 3, 2, shake it out. All right, team. Last round of 30 seconds for our lower body. We're gonna do a side lunge pulse. So I just want you to cross. Really think about getting wide, chest low, hips low, side to side. So it's not like a pulse like this on one side, but we're just going left to right, staying low. Then we got right side, left side. We're going side lunge, to curtsy. You can tap it in between. It'll make sense once we're there. Here we go. Take a side lunge. Stay low. Think about opening up your hips. You don't have to actually touch the ground. You can be a little higher if you need to, but I want you to think about the weight shift. We're not moving in and out of it. We're shifting our hips. Drive the hips to the back. Think about that hinge forward, right? Still keeping those hamstrings working. We're gonna take it right side, my right, your left. Right side, side lunge, crossover to curtsy. Here we go. So side lunge, tap it in if you want, to curtsy. Side, do you have room? To curtsy. So you can take it even slower and even just do a tap back, not get as low, or you can stay low with it the entire time. Right through here, right? Side, step back wide. Whew. Up to you. 3, 2, 1. Other side, here we go. Side lunge. Tap, side this way, right? Step it in, curtsy. Side lunge, step it, curtsy. Whoo! Breathe. And down. And here. Again, if you want to keep it higher, tap it in between. That's okay. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Woo! Legs are done. Grab some water. It's all core from here on out, team. A lot of this I'm gonna be able to do, but I'm gonna have Kurt do a lot of it anyway. All right, we are starting. Go ahead and meet me on the mat. We're gonna start with a hollow hold. So your hollow hold is like this. Think of almost that C shape. The idea is that you're pulling everything in, and if I were to touch Kurt's legs, they wouldn't move. I couldn't make them go down. Same thing with the arms. Fun thing I used to do with my clients is I would have you push towards me. So think about that type of a contraction that you can relax. So we're not starting yet. So we're gonna start with that. Then we're gonna go in and out. When we go in, we're going to bring those elbows to the knees if you can, push against them, then extend out. Then we're gonna have a slow bicycle with a hold. So we'll start with your hollow hold. Join me here, wrap that core. Here we go. So think about all of those points, right? Little tilt to the pelvis, little tack down to that rib cage. Imagine there's a magnet on your hip bones bringing them together, bringing your rib cage together, zipping it up, making sure you're breathing, right? Don't forget to breathe, everything's in nice and tight. That C shape, tight here, tight here, tight here. Let's bring those elbows into our knees. Right here, we're gonna hold 3, 2, 1. Extend it out, 3, 2, 1. Pull it in. Push those knees into elbows and take it out. Holding for 3. If you need to, you can drop your shoulders down in between. You can also take the legs a little higher and arms a little higher. You do you. This is your workout. We're gonna take it to a bicycle for our last 30, but I want you to hold that 3, 2, 1. Here we go, bicycle. Hold 3, 2, 1, and switch. If you can, push that elbow into the knee, knee into the elbow. 3, 2, hold. 3, 2. We get a breather in 15 seconds. So keep that core nice and tight. Yes, you can. 10 to go. Wrap everything in. The movement is all coming from here. In 3, in 2, in 1. Relax, hug those knees. And I know that was a long circuit on the core. I think that's what all the comments are gonna be about this core run. Flip it over into a high plank position. If you need to be on your knees, we're gonna take it to a side plank rotation. Then we're gonna take it on the elbow, side plank hold right for 30, side plank hold left for 30. But we're gonna start with rotating either from your knees or your toes. In 3, 2, 1. Rotate it up, hold for a count or 2, back to center. Hold for a count or 2. I want you to think about the mobility of this movement to really open up the chest. You're not just swinging those arms around, you're using your core to get that rotation. And if you're on your knees, totally fine. Yes, breathe. 10 seconds to go with that rotation, holding for a count or 2 at the top and a count or 2 in the center. We got 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take it onto one side. So let's take it here. Yep. So I'm gonna come up on my knees. Let's lift it up and hold. You're already there, good work. Hand can be up, hand can be down, doesn't matter. Just make sure that you're not leaning over into it, that you're zipped up in the core, and that you're holding. So we want shoulders and hips square, hips in alignment, shoulders in alignment, lifting from here, not from here on your feet. Yes. Keep lifting for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Flip it over to that other side. Almost done with this workout. All right, I'm gonna be on the knee. Lift it up and hold. We got 30. So again, thinking about shoulders in alignment, hips in alignment, core zipped up, making sure we're breathing, lifting from the side, drive up through the armpit, through the side, not pushing up through the elbow or the knees or the toes, but trying to lift, really lift through your side. We got 10 seconds to go. We got one more round, 3 moves. We're gonna progress as we go in 3, 2, 1, and relax. Turn into your mat, get a little child's pose, stretch. We're gonna start with a bird dog. You are fine to just keep your regular bird dog, opposite arm, opposite leg. If you want, we're gonna add a little knee hover in between. Let's get it done. So opposite arm, opposite leg, reach, and then reach. If you want, use your core to lift the knees off the ground. Reach, slide those hips forward a bit if you're not feeling that core. You're gonna reach and reach. All the way through, we got 5 seconds. Then we're gonna take it to a slow climber right through here. You can keep that bird dog if you want, or run those knees in, or tap those knees in. Join me here. Taking them in, slow and controlled, just like Kurt is doing. You can do forward, you can do cross, but making sure that those shoulders are right above the elbows over the wrist, just like this. It's not about how fast we can go, it's about that core control. You're gonna get the cardio either way. So what we're gonna try to add, you can stay here or bird dog, or we're gonna make it traveling climber. So Kurt's gonna walk his hands forward for 2, and then back for 2. I know it's a little tricky, kind of sprung this on him last minute, but you're doing it, right? If that feels too weird for you, you just keep your regular climber. We are almost done, team. Get it done, yes. 5, 4, 3, 2, and breathe. Stretch it back. How do you feel? Good, grab a sip of water. That was a whole lot of core all together, right? All right, team. Well, that was even quicker than I thought it would be.
Must have a lot of stuff.
Yeah, I guess we should add one in, right? It's not on the board, but I'm just gonna tell it to you. All right, so since it is body weight burn, let's get it done with that burn. Here's what I want you to do. Curtsy lunge, pulse, 3, 2, 1. Big skater, 3, 2, 1. Back to center, if you can. Pop it back. You're gonna take it down, pulse, 3, 2, 1. Pop it up and back. So curtsy, pulse, pop back, tricep or push-up pulse. So we get upper, we get lower, we get core. Yep, just like that. Kurt's gonna show you one more time. Pop it back, 3, 2, 1, pop it up to core. Yes. All right, 60 seconds is what we need. I want you to think about all the different parts. So when you're getting low, push into that hip, hinge forward to get that hamstring, hop it over, get some power. When you're down, triceps, chest, and back. When you come up, hold that core for just a second, and then pop right back up. Here we go. 60, 3, 2, 1. Here we go. 3, 2, get low. Power. Center, pop it back. Pulse it, 3, 2, 1. Hold the core at the top. And then there, yes. I'm gonna do the standing version. Take it side. 3, 2, 1. Take it here. And bring it up. You can just do the curtsy. Here we go. And again, I want you to hold that plank at the top for a second. So even though you're doing your pulses, hold it here. Pop it up. Yes. 3, 2, 1, burn. Had to make it burn. One last burn for body weight. Pulse. Hold your plank. Pop it up. Last time, all the way through. I think we can get it in 10 seconds right here. 3, 2, 1. Hold your plank. Pop it up. Yes. Did it. Tap them out. Tap them out. Yes. Team. Woo. Breathe. How do we feel? I hope you're feeling good. I hope you're feeling good.
Not good. Good triceps, good core. Nice.
Kurt is like famous for being like, it was fine. It was easy, right?
It was hard.
But listen, he's out of breath and it was burning, I promise. Reach those hands forward, chin to your chest. Quick little stretch, as always. Get more of a stretch on your own. We try to get you in and out here. So we're not gonna do too long with our stretches. Take it up, pull to the side. But super important that you get it on your own throughout your day, throughout your week. It's not just about this 3 to 4 minute stretch at the end of the workout. We want mobility and flexibility throughout our entire week. Take it to the side. Let me know in the comments, did you like this format? Do you like mixing up upper, lower, and core? Reach it back. A lot of times we rotate within circuits. Sometimes we'll do those blocks of upper, lower, and core. Let's get a little hamstring stretch right here. Lean into it, balance if you need to. You can even circle that arm, opposite arm if you want. So leave me a comment, leave me a like, and of course, don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. And check out the links in the description below here. Would love to have you join us in the BodyFit Athletic Club. That is where you get the extra support from the community, from myself, from Vivian, our BodyFit dietitian, weekly live streams, Q&As, recipes, the method nutrition plan, and so much more. Let's bring it right here. If you can, hand on the wall, tilt that hip back. And if you're able to get the quad stretch up, you can kind of push your foot into your hand into your foot, pulling up, a little pull and release. If that does not feel good for you, you can't get it all the way up, that's okay, just tilt forward. Switch your sides right here. And if you're looking for one-on-one coaching, check out BodyFit Elite, or just schedule a consultation with me. I would love to help you on your journey. So many options to join the BodyFit team. My goal is just to keep you showing up and keep you moving and feeling good. Let's roll through those hips just a bit. Woo! This Band-Aid is totally coming off. Thank you so much for being here today. Thank you, honey. You did it.
Great job, everybody.
Let's get one big deep breath in. Not yet, not yet. You should know this by now. In and out. You did it. That was your no. Repeat. Body weight burn workout. Great job, everybody. There it is.